Look, in recent weeks, Elon and Trump, they seem to be butting heads. Now, Elon has left his position at Doge, thank God. And in his recent interview with CBS, he seemed to hint that he disagrees with Trump. Yesterday, he goes and he makes his opinion heard with a post on X. Let me show it to you. In it, he turns around and he says, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it." Now, not probably the smartest move on Elon. And Elon, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Because during her press briefing yesterday, Fox News' Peter Doocy asked Caroline Leavitt if Trump was upset with Elon's post. Play the clip.
Just cross, Caroline, how mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, why can't she just answer? The question is not about the bill. The question is about Elon Musk. Question so simply was whether or not Trump is going to be pissed. And let me be very clear. The answer is yes. So why not just say it? Meanwhile, MAGA Mike Johnson, he said that while Elon is a good friend, he's just simply wrong about this bill. Play the clip.
Yeah, let me say this. It's very disappointing. Okay, I've come to consider Elon a good friend. He's obviously a very intelligent person, and he's done a lot of great work. With all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill.
Yeah. I'm not so sure he calls you the same friend, but sure, who doesn't want to be friends with the richest guy in the world, right, MAGA? Meanwhile, Russ Vaught, you know, the architect of Project 2025 and the director of the OMB, he gave his thoughts on Elon's post. Play the clip.
What's your reaction to the X message by Elon Musk?
We think the bill is a very good one. We think it's very strong fiscally. Nothing's changed from our view of the world. We understand where he's coming from, but if you have an accurate baseline that treats taxes the same way it treats spending, this budget is $1.6 trillion in mandatory savings. It's the most historic amount of mandatory reforms that this town has ever seen. And certainly we haven't seen anything like it since the mid-1990s with welfare reform. And it's a $1.4 trillion improvement to deficits and debt. So, look, I don't think there's any way that you could possibly suggest this is not a fiscally responsible bill.
Yeah. Just by looking through the actual bill, you see, Chuck Schumer, the minority leader of the Senate, he explained, it was actually one of the first times in a long time that I actually liked what Chuck said. He explained that if Trump's buddy, that if Elon Musk says that the bill is bad, just imagine how bad it actually is. Play the clip.
How does Musk's opposition change your approach to fight against this?
Well, Musk's opposition shows how bad, if even Elon Musk, who's been part of the whole process and is Trump's buddy, says the bill is bad, you can imagine how bad this bill is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that Musk is disagreeing with the spending cuts, right? I don't know if you guys
Look, I just read you what Musk said. He said people should be ashamed to vote for this bill. I agree with him.
Our members have commented about the debt and the fact that they are actually adding more tax cuts for the wealthiest, which makes it worse on the debt. So in that way, when Musk is talking about the debt, we think this bill is a problem because of the debt as well.
It's a problem because of the debt and many other things. And Musk said people shouldn't vote for the bill. Let's hope the Republicans follow him, not Trump. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, you could really, if you pull it apart, you'll actually see legitimately it adds. It adds to the deficit, which is why folks like Josh Hawley and even Marjorie Toilet Green are against it. Meanwhile, John Thune, the majority leader of the Senate, he also reacted to Elon's comment. Play the clip.
You criticize the Democrats saying they're going to fight against this with everything they've got. That doesn't seem to be your problem. Elon Musk seems to be your problem. Absolutely torching this bill here, saying everybody who voted for that should be ashamed.
Well, look, we obviously respect everything that Elon did with Doge. On this particular issue, we have a difference of opinion. And I think it's rooted in the fact that he's accepting the CBO assumptions that are built upon a static scoring assessment of the effect, the macroeconomic effect, growth effect, that these changes will have on our economy. And all the modeling that we've seen suggests that the changes that are being made in the tax policy, particularly making permanent bonus depreciation, interest deductibility, R&D expensing, are going to lead to significant growth. And you couple the growth with the biggest spending reduction in American history, and you will see a reduction, not an increase in the deficit. So we have a difference of opinion. He's entitled to that opinion. We're going to proceed full speed ahead.
You know, there's an old expression. It goes, numbers don't lie, people do. They don't want to look at the facts. And I don't understand why. Why place our children and our grandchildren's future in an untenable situation? Meanwhile, a reporter goes on and asks Thune if he thought that Elon's comments would ultimately tank this bill. Play the clip.
Are you concerned that he could help tank this bill and whip members against it? Do they listen to him or do they listen to you?
Well, my hope is that as he has an opportunity to further assess what this bill actually does, that he'll come to a different conclusion. But nevertheless, I mean, we have a job to do, the American people elected us to do. We have an agenda that everybody campaigned on, most notably the President of the United States, and we're going to deliver on that agenda. And the legislation as passed by the House can be approved here in the Senate, can be strengthened in the Senate in a number of ways. We intend to do that, but when it's all said and done, we will send it back to the House and hope that they can pass it and put it on the President's desk. And as I said, it does everything that we set out to do. It modernizes our military, secures our border, extends tax relief and makes permanent tax relief that will lead to economic growth and better jobs in this country, and makes America energy dominant, coupled with the biggest spending reduction in American history. Those are our agenda items, and that's what we campaigned on. That's what we're going to do.
There's certainly...
Yeah, it's just, again, it's just a misstatement of fact. Now, meanwhile, I want to end on a post from Marjorie Taylor Greene, where she admitted that she hadn't even read the bill, which that's her one job to do. Let me show you what she wrote. In it, she turns around and she goes, full transparency. I did not know about this section on pages 278 through 279 of the OBBB that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of states' rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in there. We have no idea what AI will be capable of in the next 10 years, and giving it free rein and tying states' hands is potentially dangerous. This needs to be stripped out in the Senate. When the OBBB comes back to the House for approval after Senate changes, I will not vote for it with this in it. Now, look, let me be very clear about something. Something I know better than, I don't know, almost anybody. Donald Trump's not finished with Elon Musk. All right. Now, I understand he might be the richest man in the world, but he's powerless against the president. You know, in fact, I wrote in my Substack that I put out first thing this morning, Trump isn't done with him. Fuck no. Trump has the full weight of the federal government behind him. The Department of Justice, retooled under his second-term loyalists, isn't an institution anymore. It's a weapon. Elon, you cross Trump now, you risk the FBI knocking down your door before your Tesla can even self-drive you to safety. Elon made the classic mistake of believing that he was untouchable, that his billions would insulate him, that being the richest man in the world meant that he could speak truth to a man who believes that he is the world. So let me make something crystal clear. No one, not Steve Bannon, not Kushner, not Rudy, not me, and definitely not Elon, has ever been more important to Trump than Trump. The bromance is never about you. It's about what he can extract from you. Your loyalty, your power, your credibility, your money. And when it's over, it's not just over, it's scorched earth. Remember, I spoke out and I paid the price. Prison, public humiliation, the attacks by Trump. The others, well, they stayed silent. Some sold their souls to hang on a little longer, but Elon, it's like he's trying to reclaim his soul after writing the check. Let me be very clear in conclusion. Musk is a man who believes in data, but here's a data point that the guy's clearly missed. Trump has never ended a relationship cleanly. He ends them with revenge, vindictive, public, humiliating revenge. It's not personal, it's his brand. So when I turn around and I predict that Elon is going to suffer, rest assured, so far, I've been right about almost everything. And as always, thanks for listening.